This video is going to cover the volume of cones and pyramids. And you should have at this point already covered the volume of prisms. And reminding you that a prism is any shape where the front and the back are equal. A cone or a pyramid is different by design because the top and the bottom are not the same. So if we look right here, this is a picture of a rectangular pyramid. And what I want to show you that if I take the rectangular pyramid, you notice that I take three of these shapes. So here's one pyramid, here's two pyramids, and here's the third. And I'm hoping that this shows you that if you take the volume of three pyramids, it is equivalent to the volume of one prism. If you look at the picture over here on the left, the volume of this shape is 1/3 of the volume of the prism. So keep that in your head as you go through this section, that the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 of the volume of its matching prism. So when we think about the volume of a cone or a pyramid, the formula, and I say that in quotations because this is not a real formula, is the volume of the shape is going to be equal to 1/3 of the area of the base. So that would be, in this case, the circle. The area of this circle would be pi times radius squared. You take that times the height of the actual figure. Now you need to be very careful. It has to be the direct height, not the slanted height, because we are looking from the height from the bottom of the base directly to the point of the pyramid. So you take the area of the base times the direct height and then divide that answer by 3. So as we move to actual shapes, here's an example of a rectangular pyramid. The first thing we have to do for the shape is we have to find the area of the bottom face. So if we remembered that it was volume, it's 1/3 times the volume of the base, and then we multiply times the height. So the area of this bottom rectangle is going to be 10 times 10. And we take that times the direct height of 18, which gives us 100 times 18, which is the same as 1,800 cubic centimeters. And that's the volume of the prism. But we want the volume of the pyramid. So we take this number and we divide it by 3, which is equal to 600 cubic centimeters. And that's equal to the volume of our shape here on the left. For a cone, the process is very similar. The only difference is we have to find the area of the bottom circle. In this case, our diameter is equal to 2. So that means our radius is equal to 1 inch. And these are both in inches. Therefore, this shape, we have to do a volume is equal to 1 times 1 times pi. And that's equal to the area of that circle. We take that times the depth of 6. And then we take all of this and we divide by 3. So in this case, 1 times pi is pi. Pi times 6 is going to be equal to about 18 8400. We're going to divide by 3. 18 8400 divided by 3 is equal to 6 2800, and this is going to be in cubic centimeters because we're searching for volume. So that is 2 shapes now that we've worked with. And here is the final shape. For example, this pyramid is going to be a square prism, meaning that the length of the front face and the side are going to be the same. So for the volume of this shape, we are going to do 230 times 230 That's going to be the area of the bottom rectangle. We then take that times the height of 147 meters. And we take this whole chunk here and divide it by 3 because a pyramid's volume is a third the volume of the rectangular prism, or in this case, the cube. So I'm going to do 230 times 230 times 147, which gives me about 7.7 million. I then take that divided by 3, and I get the very reasonable volume of 2,592,100 cubic meters. So, if you have any questions about this, make sure you talk to me as soon as humanly possible. But remember, the major key here is the volume of a pyramid is a third of the volume of the matching prism.